All right, last time we played, we took an L with Chunky. We lost, I think in wave 12. This time we're playing Old. Old is one of my favorite characters. Enemies are slow. We start with harvesting. Tiny map, less enemies, and we're also very slow. Just a fun character in my experience. So I don't think this is the best build, but it is my Old build. You could go icicles. You could go planks, do some explosive stuff. I love to go engineering, really lean into engineering. It's a small map, so your turrets are always going to be nearby. So I'm just going to lean into our engineering. We're an old man with a wrench. Swinging that wrench around. So we're really going to focus on getting engineering. We're going to focus on getting HP regen is going to be our carry. It's going to be our sustain, because our attacks aren't going to be particularly fast. So we already have 10 harvesting. So right now we're looking for pretty much, we're just looking for engineering right now. I missed it. Maybe I'll reroll one more time. There's a good suggestion just to take luck. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take luck. I love Gentle Alien. We're not going to take it here because we need to get our 6x. Let's reroll and not get unlucky. Okay, so I don't love taking things that aren't our 6 weapons early, but Coupon in theory should be okay. We'll lock this up. We need an Ugly Tooth. So when the turrets hit, it actually activates Ugly Tooth, but we're not going to lock it up. We need to get our 6 weapons, but it is something we want to be on the lookout for. Also, I say we need Ugly Tooth, but with a smaller map, slowing the enemies down kind of matters less because they just get to you quicker anyway. But I really like Old Man with Wrenches. That's just a fun build in my mind. He does we do want to get speed up. It doesn't need to be huge because the map is so small, but we do want to get our speed up a little bit. This will help us in the mid game. So wrenches is a melee based weapon. So I'm going to take this just so that we don't fall behind with our turrets not getting there. It is blue. If it wasn't blue, I wouldn't even be considering it, but it being blue. This I'm going to reroll. Crit isn't going to matter that much. There is an item that makes your turrets crit, but that's a late game item. We're really not going to get there. We need to be finding our engineering. Still haven't seen it say that word yet, engineering. We'll reroll again. There's +2 engineering. Take our wrench, reroll. Take our wrench, reroll. Lock up our wrench. Landmines are pretty much a meme. That said, is there anything beyond that? They're pretty much a meme. The board being small does make them a little better. I'm not going to take screwdrivers. I'm not going to lock it up. Let's head into our next wave. I don't think we've seen a tree yet. Just in general. It's wave 3. I don't even think that we've seen a tree. Although maybe a turret killed a tree when I wasn't noticing. And that's entirely possible. And you'll see, the waves are just kind of going down. We do need to really get that engineering up, though, and increase. There's the thing that gives you speed plus engineering speed, plus turret attack speed. We really want that. None of these. There's engineering. Take our wrench. Still don't think I want the screwdriver. Still don't think I want the screwdriver. It also, screwdriver, the other nice thing about screwdriver is its damage does scale with the engineering that we're taking, because the wrenches don't. So they're kind of capped. But I just don't think one screwdriver is going to do it for us. Last wrench. I will lock that Gentle Alien. Reroll one time. Find my wrench. That was a very kind game. Cauldron's nice, but I need to find wrenches. So we're trying to get a wrench up to red because that leads to explosive damage. So we get AoE from our turrets, and that's just going to be huge. The other thing we're looking for is the thing that says more trees. We're also looking for the thing that says whenever you kill a tree, you get a turret. Those are just really good because they're obviously they're going to spawn more turrets around, but turrets will target trees, so you are passively creating more turrets throughout the round. Well, we're just going to keep cleaning up. We do need to push our HP up a little bit, so we're going to try to take speed up here or HP up. There's our speed up. Take wrench, take that. Lemonade as part of my carry. Not good enough right now. I need to be finding more wrenches. There's another wrench. I'm going to combine the purple here instead of combining these to have more blues. Normally I like to have like a layer. I don't like to have a double jump. I would rather have, for most of the time, I'd rather have like 3 blues than a blue and all blacks. But because I'm trying to get this to red as fast as possible, if we get lucky enough to see a purple wrench, we would get to do that. Take that, reroll one more time, lock this up, and go into our next wave. We're also looking for the turret that, a great sustain item is going to be if we can find the turret that does heal. Again, the board really small, so it's going to be regenning you, healing you from, call it maybe an eighth of the board, wherever you're, the good eighth to maybe a sixth of the board is it's just going to be able to hit you, depending on, of course, where it spawns itself. So you're just going to have a really good passive regen going. Basically having 8 HP without having HP. HP regen without having it. That said, there's the HP regen. I think this is not a guaranteed anything round, so I'm just going to take the +3 HP regen. And then +3 engineering. Take that wrench, take that scar. I'll push our luck up. Take a turret, see a turret, take a turret. Now we're spawning 7 turrets. Yes, but we're going to take anything that makes a turret here, basically. What waves do I find challenging with this? Honestly, I find elite waves challenging with this build because you're doing good damage, but it's not focused damage. So it's really hard to... You can't focus down the elite, and you're slow, so you can't get out of its way. And if it's a dash elite, the board's tiny. So elite waves are often my curtain call for old, especially if it's like an early wave 11, elite wave. That could be really hard. Here we could take the luck again. We will. And it is a wave 11 elite wave for us. So we'll see how this goes. Gonna re-roll. See a turret, take a turret. I do like wheelbarrow. Not gonna take it here. There's the tooth we wanted. There is some engineering. This is not strictly upside because these actually deal melee damage, so we'll re-roll. Just as a note, if you get something with piercing, the turret bullets will pierce. But we don't have anything right now. What are we looking for? We really need to get our HP up quickly. I've been goofing around with luck, but no, I'm gonna be in trouble in a minute. So I need to get some, to push that HP up like 10, 15 in the next 4 rounds. If I want to have any kind of shot versus that elite, and I need that elite. I also need my speed to go up. I need a lot to go here. That said, we have 4 or 5 rounds to do it in, so hopefully we get there. But might not. Just might lose again. Lose 2 in a row. That's okay. Games being hard is what makes them fun. To a degree, but as you know, I win enough where that statement is true. None of the... There's engineering. I really need HP plus. There's engineering. There we go. +9. We'll take it. Explosion size. So this is a bit of a flyer. I'm just really trying to get this up to its red level. But explosion size being 25% more does mean that I'm going to cover a whole lot of this board. So I have to take that, and I just really have to try to get this going. I'll take that goldfish. Oh, perfect. Compass is exactly where we want to be. Nothing else there matters. Make our explosion damage matter more? That might have been wrong. I'm taking a lot of things right now. So if and when I lose, it's because I'm taking things. Look, I've spent like almost 200 on things that aren't helping my potato right now. You really need to be taking things that help right now, and I'm taking things that help tomorrow. Not a great spot. I love Frozen Heart on this build because there's another item that says your elemental damage your engineering damage gets added, or your elemental damage also gets added to your engineering. So, +8 elemental damage with that. And we don't really care about the burning very much other than for wrench 2. Anyway, not going to lock it up because we need to be increasing our speed, we need to be increasing our HP, we need to be increasing our engineering, and we need to find that red, the purple. We need to get to purple wrench, so we really just need to be focusing wrenches. Even if I have to go into the elite fight, I'd rather go into the elite fight with 4 or 5 wrenches as long as one of them is red. So I'm even willing to combine into it, but that's still a good amount of work. Normally you always want your 6, but when I just really pushed up explosives and we have this tiny board, we're really going to want that red wrench to be going. And I guess that's kind of one of the things, first crate we're seeing in the game, with a high luck, or relatively high luck. One of the things is I'm always, when I'm discussing, I'm thinking, what's the next round? What's the next wave? What do I need to be planning towards? I'm going to take none of these. Nice, more max HP. Take that compass I wanted. Take a bag, because you saw a bag. You take a bag. Take a coupon. Show me some wrenches. Okay, I want this gentle alien. I'm not going to take it. I just can't afford the 55. Right. I'm lying. I'm going to take it because I'm going into wave 9, which is going to give me even more of those little white guys to kill, which will help. And my wrenches are still swinging strong enough where it should one-shot them. And that will, it's generating enough material for me. That's basically what I'm getting at. Okay, there's a wrench, thank goodness. And we'll go into the wave. Now this wave would have been a walk in the park had I been able to level that up in time, because the burning is kind of slow. I don't have piercing from these turrets, so they're not killing these white guys, light purple guys. And you can see that they got knocked back. That wave of them got knocked back and not killed by my wrenches. So I may fall behind this wave. We'll see. We'll see, especially when I added more to it. It looks like I'm doing okay, but I'm not. So my damage output is starting to fall, though, with the wrenches themselves. We see that. They're just not actually clearing the waves. Another crate, that's great. Because it's also an extra +15 with the bag. Okay, 500 at the end of that one. Yeah, we'll definitely take that little frog. I'm gonna re-roll this. I'll take the armor. I'm gonna re-roll this. +4 engineering, let's go. Fairy's gonna help a ton. Fairy's gonna help a ton. Decent HP regen now. Don't want this. There's another wrench. Take the landmines, it's plus HP regen, and they'll actually explode for a decent amount. Barricade. I like this barricade a lot. I'm gonna reroll. Plus engineering. plus HP regen and max HP. Reroll. Nothing here for us. Reroll. Block up some armor, because so going into wave 11 very soon, and I'm gonna get. I mean, this is gonna be a tight one. I'm gonna take this HP regen. It was +4. Go into the wave. This wave should be fine. My sustain is at HP regen. I am too slow to outrun most of these elites. I do not actually think I make it through this wave. Just as a statement of fact. Wave 11, that is. The next wave. I'm not sure what I would need like to get a good amount of plus speed to get through that wave, is how I'm feeling right now. I have good armor for the wave. I have good HP regen, but I'm just gonna get hit too much. And especially if it's a dash one, the dash ones are just going to ding me. Like 3 hits and I'm dead is pretty much it from a dash one. That's just kind of where we're at. You know, wave 11 elite is the hardest it can be, and then also it's also going to be the mummy ball wave, the first mummy ball wave. So it's a really hard one when you have your elite on wave 11, and this board is so small that I can't get away from them. Hey, +10 speed, if you know somebody was listening. And this gives plus engineering, and it gives plus melee. This is where we want to be. Okay. Excuse me. Plus the armor or +6 speed. Get me to 10 speed. I'm gonna take the armor. Okay, what's my armor? Damage reduction is 21% less, so this will push it to like 35 probably. Let's find out. Okay. All purple round. Let's go. Well, same question. So I just said 35. Now it's at 32. Sorry. Oh, but there's +4 engineering. Man, this is a hard one. I want this. I wouldn't mind any of these 4. I'm gonna take the engineering. Okay. Take the metal plate. Don't think I want the schmoop. Don't want the lure right now. Not gonna be able to handle it well enough. I like snail, but I really need to find another wrench or two just to combine into. Alien magic is better than the other one. I'm not gonna. Am I gonna take alien magic? I don't think so. I could combine in and then take the plank. It's like a level 3 plank. Let's see, combine these. I think I'm gonna do this. I don't know that this one's right. Combine these, take this. Oh, there's the medical turret I was talking about. There's a turret. Okay, and then I'm just gonna combine these and I'm gonna have 5 weapons. We'll see how this goes. Well, it is a dashing alien. And you see, like, I just can't, like, I'm just not doing anything to it. So it's just try to stay away from those red arrows, but it's really hard because I'm not moving fast enough. And then once it transforms, it's going to, then it'll get really hard because then they're, like, kind of random. Killed that curse alien. I don't actually know if I wanted to or not, but I did. Might make it through this round. But you'll see, it's obviously not dying. But it looks like I'm going to be able to make it. So far, anyway. Yeah, it looks like I'll make it through. Maybe I'll try to make it through the middle there. To clean up some of that material. Okay, I made it through the round. It was just a survive round. You know, nothing to brag about it right home. Black belt's interesting. I think I'm gonna take black belt. Not going to take white flag. Not going to wave that. So I could just push my dodge to 0. I'm going to do that. I don't love it, but at a certain point I do have to get that there. I'll take the Gentle Alien. Not going to take the Warrior's Helmet. Take our second bag, though. Little muscly dude. Our range doesn't need to be great. We do have to find another weapon, though, so I'm not going to take that. Well, there's another plank. We'll lock this plastic explosives up. 50% explosion side's going to be nice. There's another wrench. Do I want to combine these and just take the wrench? I don't think so. I think I'll just do this for now. 24 is high enough. I'll just stop. Really stinks. I don't know if you noticed this. The explosive turret has missed a couple times. That hurts. You don't get the pop if it doesn't actually hit. We're doing okay this game, this round. It's like, just feels like we're surviving. Doesn't feel like I'm thriving. It doesn't feel like I'm just like getting about to be run over any moment either. I do think I'm staying above the wave. I should maybe stop taking Gentle Aliens if I see them. But when I just don't have enough explosions going on. But once you get enough explosions, it's great because the mass just all dies because you're getting AoE. So there's a little push and pull there. As should I be taking more Gentle Aliens? I'm gonna take them if I see them. My knockback is not great. Okay, I'll take the banner. Now our dodge is positive. Take compass. My crit's now negative. Take plastic explosives. Explosion, explosion, explosion. We actually have good explosion now. Barnacle is awesome. Reroll. Gonna take the sharp bullets. That way these things actually pierce. Yeah, gonna do that. Decent HP regen. Yeah, when the explosions hit, everything is it's dealing what, 60 something, which is not great. Wave 20 may be really hard. There's some red items I can get that could change it, but trying to fight two elites, the wave 20 elites simultaneously, when our damage just isn't there, and I'm not going to get the crit up, it's just not going to happen in this build. So you saw my last one was just run away from the elites. My next one's probably just going to be run away from the elites, and I'm thinking if I recall what our 3 elite and or horde spots were, they're triple elite. So we're not even going to get a good horde wave to kind of make up a bunch of material. Instead, we're just going to probably miss 3 red items. Let's see if we can kill this in time. And no, so we didn't, and that's part of. We'll take the pumpkin because it does help with the piercing that we just did. Let's see. Maybe I just take this engineering, but I couldn't even kill that loot alien. My damage output, my potato's damage output is low. The turrets may be high, but my potato itself is low. So to that, I'm just gonna take these forearms to try to make it like just not as bad as I currently am. And then I will take 20% attack speed. Turret. I said I wasn't sure about this. I'm going to take it. Another compass. Every compass we're going to love. Pretty much. Don't want crystal -2. Engineering just isn't going to be worth it for us. Another wrench is what we're always after. Another wrench is what we're always after. And go into the wave. Okay, I guess it's wave 15 that the next elite is at. I forgot to look at the end of this wave. I should always look, but can't say that I do. Shoulds and do's are not the same thing. This wave's, you know, so you've seen me in other waves. Oh, we got to focus these guys down one at a time, but the turrets just are spamming damage everywhere, so it matters a little less. You still want to get these guys, you know, as quickly as you can before they have time to spread out, but the turrets are just going to do their jobs, especially with the explosions. And our damage output isn't great, but it's not terrible. What I'm seeing 70s from the turrets. You know, that's fine. 70s from when I'm swinging the planks. 10 HP regen when standing still. Take that. Take a turret. 5 engineering or 12 dodge. That's difficult. These three are all really difficult. I'll take the engineering. Gotta get my damage output up. Take the snail. Take the weird food, which is going to give us plus HP regen and the other sustain. Combine these, get my second red turret going, get a wrench. Get a cog over the plank for now, and then I'll... This is the second time I think I'm passing up a lore because the second time I'm going into the elite fight. This time I'm going to take it. I'm going to hope that the turrets will finish the job. And it's another dash one. So, at least the dash one, you can like... This dash one, I can try to keep it in the exploding turrets. Because my med turrets here, to try to kill it, you know, my damage output from my turrets is now a little higher. My damage output from my weapons is also a little higher. So we're just gonna hope that I'm actually able to take this one down. Looks like I might, you know. Just gotta keep it in this range over here. Turrets just keep hitting it. And you'll see I kind of, you know, not intentionally, but you kind of get to ignore the rest of the board. You just get to focus on the elite at hand. But I took that guy down. I thought that was going to be a little bit harder of a fight than it was. That was good. So we did get a red crate, and I think we got all of our loot aliens too. So that was really nice. Not going to take this lifesteal. It's even though our knockback doesn't matter, it's already negative. We're just not going to get lifesteal. So I'd rather have 25. I'll take this. Getting the dodge up is nice. Getting even more armor is nice. Anvil is a blessing. So nice. So it's going to level up all of our weapons, and then we're going to get plus armor. So come on, let's go. This will slightly help the planks, and it will give us +1 regen. I don't really care about the knockback minus, and the +1 regen is probably better than the 17 that we would otherwise get. Take engineering. Take this plank. You know, that's +2 armor in a way. Although that's more for an endless thing, I guess, than just going to wave 20, because this is 3, 4, 5 upgrades from the anvil, and we only have 4 rounds left. So maybe that's a little bit of a misplay. That's okay. Your structures can crit. I mean, that's not going to matter for me, but it's +3 engineering, so we're totally taking that. Okay. I may sell this for the screwdriver because the screwdriver is already red, which means it'll level these. That's what I'm going to do. Reroll. Even more plus explosion size. Funny that then there was the wrench where it's okay. That's okay. Happy with that result. I can now start to take crit if I see it, but I think my crit's pretty negative. But you'll see the explosions when they're hitting, they're clearing most of the screen out. because I think I'm plus 75 explosion size. So I'm exploding, what, call it a quarter of the board, maybe even a third of the board is what it's looking like when it pops. Yeah, so it's the explosions are really clearing the baddies out. But my attacks aren't, as you see, the horned dashing guy there just hit him like 3 or 4 times. It didn't matter. Didn't die. But then one turret hits him, and there he goes. You know, one exploding turret. Get him the AoE ball. I'll recycle that. That was close again. I'll recycle this, or reroll this. I'll just take plus 12 HP. Grab our last bag. Grab our classic explosives. It is worth noting that the level 2 wrenches actually do create burning on the on whatever enemies it's on. So fried rice plus level 2s in particular works. I just said crit's not that bad, so let's do it. Also plus 1 HP regen. None of this is great. It's going to cost 30 to do this reroll. I'm going to stop here. I will take this silver bullet. My damage percentage is still 0. Is it just naturally 0, or does this do something to it? No, it's just naturally 0. I never increased it. We have a wave, and then we'll go into our next elite there. Defective steroids helps everything from that side. And it's plus 1 regen. Okay, fine. That one's a little loose. Taking that was a little loose, but I have to be able to do something with these weapons, especially with my knockback being so low, because it's not they're not just like push them into the turrets. I pushed my knockback down, so I do need some amount of damage that my weapons are dealing, and that was plus a little bit of sustain in the HP, plus a little bit of sustain in the plus 1 HP regen, and then plus a little bit of damage. As a Slay the Spire player, it's, you know, is this an attack card? So, you know, the joke is defense is an attack card, or rather offense, or is this a block card? I have it all backwards. Is this a block card? And then the joke is that attack cards are block cards because if the enemy's dead, you're blocking their attack. So that's kind of what that last touch was. You know, a little bit of melee damage can kill the enemy before it actually gets to hurt you. But you know, as I ramble that little bit, you know, while trying to focus on the game, I say it wrong. Not going to take this peacock. I'm going into an elite fight. Not going to take this toxic sludge. Don't want to lose the dodge. Going to reroll here. I'll just take the armor. Plus 4 HP regen. Take it. Plus 4 melee. Nice. Let's reroll. See a turret, take a turret. Do I already have a barricade? Did I end up taking that or not? Did I? I did not. Okay, so I'm not gonna, you know, it's not really. I did take something for standing still, right? Or do I have no standstill items? Thought I did. Maybe I avoided it. Am I seeing a standstill item? Oh, just the coral, which is barely a standstill item. I mean, it's important, but it's okay. Well, another gentle alien, another insanity. Do I want to increase the dodge with this? No. And 42 to reroll. I'll just go into the wave. Okay, so this guy makes his own waves. This might not actually be a bad fight. The problem with him is he's going to run away from me. His transform or whatever is where he starts running from me instead of running to me. And then I don't know that I'm going to be able to, like, it's harder to get him into to force him into the explosive my best turrets. Although it looks like I'm doing it pretty well. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe I lied. Looks like I was able to manipulate his movement with my own well enough to keep him in. It was really nice that these three were clustered right on top of each other is what happened there. If they were like spread like 1, 1, 1 in a wider triangle where I couldn't have clustered them, that might have been really hard. But getting all three of my best turrets to dump on it was definitely useful. That gives me some promise for the next the wave 20. So we're gonna take this. It's just flat +5 because of the fairy. Your projectiles gain +1 bounce. This does work for my turrets, so I will take it. I'll increase my engineering. If I had the item that my attack speed also got dumped into my my turrets, I would have taken the attack speed without it. I just want the turrets to do more damage. More trees finally. Finally saw that. Nope. Take landmines. Little late on the whistle. Man, 48 to reroll though. Okay, more trees. I guess I'll do the 55. Man, that's an expensive reroll. And I'll take this poison tonic and I'll stop. Go into our penultimate wave. Never saw the trees make turrets. Never saw my attack speed is my turret's attack speed. Never saw the make me faster, make the turrets faster for attack speed. So there's a few holes here, but seemingly doing okay. We will see what next wave holds. I'm not making any promises that I beat wave 20. That's for sure. I mean, it's going to be a near thing. I think it's going to be, can I get lucky enough, or lucky or skill, whatever, skill, whatever, enough where I can take one of the bosses down to get the red chest to then sustain myself for the next one. And I don't know that that's going to happen. We'll find out though. Goblet. No, my HP regen's good enough. I don't need that. I'll take the little muscly dude. Okay, now here. Okay, this one's hard. Do I want the dodge? You know, more than double my dodge to take it to 1 in 3 times ish. That, you know, that I would be hit. I don't. Take my armor to 20 so that I'm taking like, you take 60% less damage probably only, or take more engineering. It's between dodge and engineering in my mind. I'm going to take the engineering. Engineering is an attack card. Don't need the gentle alien. I'll take the terrified onion. Push my speed up a little bit. My HP regen up. Take this. Don't take this because it doesn't apply to these turrets. Thinking about the white flag, but I'm not going to take that either. Don't need the scar. Take the mirror, see if I can't find something decent here. More HP regen, is that decent enough? I don't think so. You know what? I will take 2 more landmines. That actually doesn't feel that bad. Plus 10% explosion damage and size. With my rerolls being as expensive as they are, I'm going to take that. I guess I'm probably only getting one more thing here. I'm going to take the missile. Or do I want to take the crit chancing increase? Because these can crit. My turrets can crit. I'll go plus 10 attack speed. Then this is going to be a reroll that I can't. I'll reroll and then I won't be able to afford anything. Oh, well, fine. I'll take the coffee. We'll go to wave 20 and we'll see how this goes. No guarantees on this or anywhere even close. Anywhere even close. Yeah. I mean, the explosion. Oh, the fact that the explosions are rocking the whole board is very nice, but like trying to kind of stay near this turret, but at the same time staying near it's actually hurting me more because I'm just like staying in their line of fire. Maybe not getting them. Yeah, there. I need to maneuver them over here. Oh, there we go. So we did win the run. We were old. We were an old man with a bunch of wrenches, just popping things with wrenches. That's my favorite build of old. It's it's very similar to engineer at that point, but I just really enjoy it. So we got to win. We bounce back. Till next time.